Shani Hill is hot.
This makes me furious.
Hill says she has had no air conditioning for 8 days. Her thermostat keeps reaching high degree level, and her home would only get hotter.
We can't cook. I haven't cooked in over a week. I dare not turn my stove on. I'd die.
But this is not the only inconvenience, and it affects her health.
I have to take a cold shower and get up under the fan because I sweat. I have high blood pressure.
Several buildings at the Bella Vista Apartments in Oak Cliff have been out of AC. Residents say visitors sometimes make it cooler outside than in.
It's about 90 to 100 degrees in our house.
New owners just bought this apartment complex. A single system cools the entire apartment village. Managers tell us they have applied for a federal grant to replace it with individual units in each apartment. They have refurbished 40 apartment units so far. Relieving them all could take 6 to 8 months. But the owners insist fixing up the air conditioner for the residents is their top priority. Since April, Dallas Coast Department has received about 760 complaints for apartments without air conditioning. That's about the same number as it did last year. Some AC is working, but Shani Hills is not. She tells us she will stay at a hotel tonight. In Dallas, Samuel Lowe, Channel 8 News. The construction of this extreme home is over, and it is built for the wounded police officer, Carlton Marshall. This home is wheelchair accessible. It is easier for him to get around. Carlton Marshall was shot during a drug bust in 2007. He says the new house in Lancaster will change his life.
The house is a beautiful house, and I love the independence it's going to give me.
The Marshall family has received about $100,000 in donations, which will be used to pay off their mortgage.
Every time I walk through that front door, I'm going to think about the love that went into this home.
An army of volunteers showed up at the home near Lancaster a week ago. They sent the family on a vacation and then tore down the old home. Construction started last Friday on the family's brand new place. In less than a week, 300 volunteers have participated in this construction. A 4,000 square foot home started taking shape. Despite the consecutive high temperature days, volunteers kept on until the end. Carlton Marshall will settle down everything this week. The Marshall family expressed their gratitude to the community and all the volunteers. Carlton says he still hopes to get back to work. Samuel Lowe, Channel 8 News. A month after Air France disintegrated into the Atlantic, the cause of the crash is still unknown. Time is limited on solving the mystery, with batteries beginning to fade in the black box beacons somewhere in the ocean.
If we don't have that flight data information, we're never going to know what happened. Just aren't.
Dallas attorney Marty Rose says current crash recorders are outdated. The main purpose of this technology, he says, is to transmit cockpit communications and flight data via satellite back to an airline headquarters. For these rare incidents when the recorders are lost or destroyed.
If anything good comes out of this tragedy at Air France, this might be it. The technology exists today to do this. There's no question about it.
The FAA is familiar with the idea. The NTSB likes it, but the airline's pilots do not, sending cockpit communications back to headquarters. They say, amounts to having your boss listening to everything you say all day.
You're liable to say or do something that the management doesn't understand or doesn't like and use it against you. Or number two, in an emergency, you're liable to be thinking more about, does it look right, than is it really right?
The Air France jet did transmit maintenance messages to provide clues. Many airliners have similar systems, but without knowing what airline pilots said and the aircraft did, solving this mystery and preventing another may not be possible. Samuel Lowe, Channel 8 News. Sheriff Kenneth Moore made an important find in this brown bag.
at some point, I hope that this case is solved.
This bed could provide evidence of who killed Jennifer Harris, but it had been misplaced by the previous sheriff. In 2002, Harris was discovered dead in the Red River. Clothing she wore contained DNA, which could be tested by new technology and identify the killer. Moore's deputies, however, had not been able to locate the evidence to have it examined. Wednesday morning, they found it in this packed evidence container.
We have the evidence that we were looking for now. We have it in our possession.
So, how was the physical evidence misplaced? The sheriff tells us it didn't have any checking sheet, but it was found inside a box, which is for another case.
I am optimistic that this could be very productive.
Jerry Harris and the sheriff are eager to clear this county's only unsolved murder. Putting evidence in this bed leads them to a killer. Samuel Lowe, Channel 8 News.
Open it up. I don't know.
On a sunny day, you may go to the park with your family, but on Monday, a tragedy happened in Boss' family. Kimberly Boss comes to this park twice a week. This day, she came here with her 4-year-old son and her baby. Suddenly, a man she has never met came up to her, pulled out a gun, and shot her.
It went in one cheek, kind of up top, and then came out the other side. And didn't hurt really anything. It did break the jaw.
After 3 days in the hospital, Kimberly Boss is now home with her husband, her 4-year-old son, and 2-month-old baby.
We wanted her home so we could take care of her, and she wanted to be with her babies.
Officers arrested William Gilmore in connection with the shooting. Investigators searched his car and his house. The arrest affidavit states that they found several weapons and 700 rounds of ammunition. For the 36-year-old mother, a day ended with a bullet at Fairview Park in Corinth with her children is still a shock.
She's been really quiet, not really talking about it much, but just watching the news and trying to see what's happened.
But for the victim's sister, the shooting was an important lesson.
Watch out for your surroundings when you're in a park, when you're in public. Watch out, see who's around you.
Samuel Lowe, Channel 8 News.